Now, the book of Proverbs teaches us that there's a class of people. By the way, the word fool, the word foolish, there's a lot of different Greek and Hebrew words that get translated as foolish. So I'm not talking about the kind of foolishness where Jesus talked about if you call somebody a fool, you're in danger, of damnation. I'm talking about the concept of foolishness where basically a person is unteachable. And the primary concept of foolishness is a person who will not learn by instruction. And the only hope that is offered for a fool in the Bible is consequences. Let people face the consequences for their foolishness, and that's the only hope they have of learning. Well, our entire educational system, our entire welfare system, our entire political system says no, nobody should ever suffer consequences for the foolishness, unless, of course, they have a political or religious view different than yours. Then you want them to suffer. You want them to have to pay the debt. But basically, we have been raised with this sense of entitlement and with a victim's mentality that pretty much says if anybody disagrees with me, then you're persecuting me, you're judging me, you're attacking me. And so people are completely off the rails, and you just think, how stupid can people be? Now stop and think. Our entire society says that the person who murders, the person who steals, the person who breaks laws, the person who does anything, that they are not responsible for their behavior. Society did it to them. So you punish all of society for the things that some individual does. Now the problem is, if the Bible's right, and it is, then this means that you lock wicked people into their wickedness. You lock self-centered people into their selfishness. You lock people into something. And listen, parents do this to their kids. We rejected the Word of God about how to train kids, and of course, I do understand religion made Bible training brutal and beyond anything that the Bible ever even implied or hinted at. But the point is, we threw all this away for a bunch of godless dribble from mindless idiots who didn't know how to raise kids. And so, we stopped making kids accountable. We stopped letting kids face the consequences for their behavior. So what have we got now? We got a godless generation of victims with entitled mentalities. Now, all of that to say something, and I have a point, again, I'm not just on a rant here. All of that to say, we haven't seen anything yet, because remember, if there's no consequences, and sometimes the consequences are just somebody correcting us. Sometimes the consequences are just somebody disagreeing with us. Sometimes the consequences is we go to jail. Sometimes the consequences is we lose our job or whatever. But if there are no consequences, then the truth is there are no restraints for an unteachable fool. And the morning after the rapture, there will be no voices of reason left in the entire world. And we are going to see the entire world plunge into darkness in ways that we can't even fathom. I don't know about you, but I want to do everything I can to make sure I'm not here when that happens. And I want to share with you some ways to make sure you're not here when that happens.